Hello, I'm Donovan Goliath, and welcome to another week of the 101, where we give you all the info you need to navigate your week on TV. It's another long weekend, which means you have all the time in the world to watch TV, right? Well, if you don't, there's always PVR for when you do. Now, remember that if you can't watch the 101 right here, right now, you can always watch it on Mnet's Facebook page or YouTube channel, or you can watch it on Mnet Plus One, channel 901 at 4:30 p.m. today. Now, stay with us because I've got a lot of TV info for you, including, well, I'm pleased to say, many shows back from recent production breaks. Thank you. I also catch up with the host of The Voice South Africa, Ulungile Khatu. First things first, tomorrow is a public holiday, and this is what you can watch at the end of your relaxing day. Powerless will not be on as usual this week at 6 p.m. because we are bringing you coverage of this year's Cape Town Carnival, where every year thousands of people gather on Greenpoint's fan walk to be part of the action with a parade of performers in costume, musicians and moving floats. Powerless will be back next week. Now, the rest of your Monday lineup remains the same with a variety of reality, drama, action and fantasy, just all of the things. Now, Monday's not that bad now, is it? Now, if that roller coaster of genres isn't enough to get you through your Monday, we've got a great action movie with a stellar cast on Mnet Movies premiere. Criminal is a film about a death row inmate played by Kevin Costner who gets the skills, secrets and memories of a dead CIA agent implanted in his head so he can save the world from a third world war. Look, I didn't say it was going to be realistic, but it's great. The movie stars Gary Oldman, Tommy Lee Jones, Ryan Reynolds, and Wonder Woman herself, Gal Gadot. And it's on Channel 104 at 8 p.m.
You don't know me, but I know you.
Who are you?
They stuck your husband in my head.
Why?
They're looking for details that he knew before he was killed.
Washington, Berlin, Beijing will be graveyards. People will understand there is a better way to run this world.
Having your man in my head made me feel things. Right, wrong.
Can you feel what Billy felt?
He loves you so much.
It's a crazy jam-packed Monday because on Vuzu Amp we have the third season of Power starting. Now, Power is a crime drama about a guy who runs a nightclub but secretly is a New York drug kingpin and is tired of leading this double life with way too much drama. Now, if you don't have enough drama in your own life, watch Power on Monday nights at 9:30 p.m. on Vuzu Amp.
This club, this life, this is who I am now.
I know you can kill Ghost. Do it for me.
Ghost needs to be dead soon. Otherwise, your little family won't be safe.
You gotta help me.
I have helped you.
Showtime.
The third season of Power.
On Tuesday, you'll be happy to know that everything is back. Firstly, at 6 p.m., Mom is back from a production break, so you can stop trying to figure out how to boil your own eggs. Then, from 7:30 p.m., all the Chicagos are back from their production breaks. That's Chicago Fire at 7:30, Chicago PD at 8:30, and of course, Chicago Med at 9:30. The city is back in order. We are grateful, as is the rest of your Tuesday night lineup. We've got great news later on your Wednesday lineup, but first, Modern Family is still on a break and it will be back on the 10th of May. For info on what's replacing it this week, please visit mnet.tv. At 8 p.m., Big Bang Theory is back from what was a very last-minute production break last week. And I'm very happy to announce that Blue Bloods is back after a very long broadcast break. Now, we know that some of you were worried that it may never return, but as promised in last week's episode of The 101, Tom Selleck and his squad and his mustache are all coming back to your screens this week Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
My son was killed in your streets! And he's not just a statistic to me.
Or to me.
You're representing the one client I'm prosecuting? Not the most professional move, bringing your underage girlfriend to court.
You have no idea what it's like to lose a child.
I'm aware.
Bruce?
Suicide is now a homicide.
What were you thinking when you phoned the presiding judge and got bail squashed? In what world is that going to look okay?
I really wish I could grow a Tom Selleck mustache. I mean, look, I'm not saying that I would actually grow it, but it would just be nice to have the option. It just looks like fluffy, like you can pet it. But anyway, now your Mnet 101 Wednesday lineup continues with Bull, the 5th season of Bates Motel, and Code Black. On Thursday, we welcome back the Goldbergs, who were on a production break but are now back on your screens at 6 p.m. Thursday continues with loads of action and drama with NCIS, Taken, Fargo, Rain, and of course, Mad Dogs. Also on Thursday on Mnet Movies Premiere, it's the animated film Ice Age Collision Course. This is the 5th installment of the Ice Age films and includes the amazing vocal talents of Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, Queen Latifah, Jennifer Lopez, and many more. This time around, the Ice Age animals have to figure out how to fend off a meteor strike that's going to destroy the planet. No biggie. It's on at 8 p.m. on Mnet Movies Premiere, Channel 104.
Let my mammals pass!
It's never gonna work. Hold on to your butts.
We're gonna stop this thing, bada bing, bada boom. Forget I said boom.
Ice Age Collision Course.
Stay with us, because after the break, I talk about exciting stuff coming to your screens in May, and we get into your weekend. Welcome back. It's time for Throw Forward Thursday, where we take a look at what's coming up in your TV future, and we've got something exciting coming up in May. It's the fantasy TV series American Gods, based on the Neil Gaiman novel of the same name. In this epic series that is already being hailed by critics as a big deal, the premise is that there are two types of gods living amongst humans in America. There are old mythical gods like Odin and Easter who have been forgotten, and new gods like Media and Technical Boy who are running the show. And so a war is brewing between the old gods and the new gods. In the middle of this are two characters named Shadow and Mr. Wednesday. I swear it is not as complicated as it sounds, and it looks like it's ready to blow us away. American Gods starts in May.
Gods are real if you believe in them. So who are you? You wouldn't believe in me if I told you. You trying to start a war? We're at war already, and we're losing.
Times they are changing.
So what's the plan?
Deliver me.
We need you to fight them.
Deliver me.
It will be glorious, win or lose.
Please deliver me.
Coming to your screens in June is the 14th, that's right, 14th season of NCIS. That's the original NCIS that we have never screened before on Mnet. Now, if you don't already know, NCIS is an American police procedural drama full of action with a great cast who, after 14 seasons, could probably be hired to do the actual jobs they pretend to do on the show. NCIS starts in June.
This man's temperature is 62 below zero.
No. We all got it.
No cell phone, no laptop. How do kids live like this?
Flip phone.
Freeze. See what I did there? Clever. NCIS asked me to go deep cover.
Do bad things and you still get to play cop. What are you hiding?
Your Friday primetime lineup is packed with great reality shows like MasterChef Junior and Celebrity Apprentice, and you'll be happy to know that at 9:30 p.m. Riverdale is back from last week's production break. Riverdale is followed at 10:30 by the new 3rd season of Mozart in the Jungle. Now, this show kicked off last week, and if you're looking for a new series to get into, this is the one. It stars Gael Garcia Bernal, who is accompanied in this season by the magnetic Monica Bellucci.
You really do want to conduct.
Can you help me?
She cut his hair off.
What?
What do we want?
You keep us waiting, losing our minds.
Where are we gonna play?
Are you ready for the changes I like?
I think they're already happening.
On Saturday, your Mnet 101 lineup continues as usual with lots of action and without any changes. At 8:30, it's Imposters, and this is the season finale, so get ready to say goodbye. At 9:30, in your new Saturday night movie slot, we bring you Paradise Lost. Now, in this film, a young surfer played by Josh Hutcherson of Hunger Games fame gets caught up in a drug cartel when he falls in love with the niece of none other than Pablo Escobar. Honestly, dude, just pick somebody else's niece. Now, Escobar is played by the only man who should ever have played him, Benicio del Toro.
Brother, let's set up a surf shop right over there. I'm Nick Brady, by the way.
Maria.
That's a beautiful name.
We do charity work for poor communities.
Who's we?
My uncle. I work for him. Most of the money he makes goes to the poor.
So he's like a Robin Hood?
He is Robin Hood.
Now, this is why you must always do background checks before you date people. Ugh. Paradise Lost is followed by Gomorrah. Please remember that the starting time of Gomorrah varies depending on the duration of the Saturday 9:30 movie. As you know, here on the 101, we like to help you help yourselves by looking at some of your tweets and Facebook messages and seeing if we can help you solve your great universal questions. So, first up, at Kamashiamani tweets, when are you guys bringing back The Blacklist? At Mnet at DSTV. Good question, great series, quick answer. Red and Liz and The Blacklist will be back on Mnet 101 in June. I will update you with specifics closer to the time. Next, Sonica Fritz tweets, at Mnet, you say you're changing, but still every Friday evening the same programs are repeated over and over again. We are getting tired of this. Sonica, the Mnet 101 extended primetime schedule now only features fresh programming between 6 p.m. and midnight every day of the week. On Fridays, there are new episodes of MasterChef Junior USA, Celebrity Apprentice, MacGyver, Riverdale, and Mozart in the Jungle. What a lineup. Now, sometimes people get confused between Mnet 101 and other channels on DSTV, so Sonica, my advice for you is just stay on Mnet 101 because there will be no repeats. And finally, we have a great tweet from Dillian Piri. Shout out to Mnet for the Sunday foreign films. These are reigniting my love for writing and making films. Thank you so much, Dillian. I totally agree that it is great that Mnet is now bringing you incredible films from around the world on Sunday evenings. I know a guy who records a few of them at a time and then binge watches them. Just a tip. Now, we're so glad we've inspired your filmmaking, and if you ever need a world-class leading man, yo, I'm an actor. I'm just saying. Now, speaking of binge watching, Mnet and MultiChoice is bringing DSTV premium customers another incredible treat from this weekend. A special record channel will allow you to record your own box sets of great series. It's on channel 900 on Saturday and Sunday evenings only after 9:30, and this week you can record the entire season 1 of Twin Peaks and the first part of season 2. Set your recordings on the EPG now. Time for me to tell you about what's on your lineup tonight, and since tomorrow is a public holiday, you can stay up late and watch all of it guilt-free. We start with Winging It. Watch it today at 5 p.m. to see what trouble the guys caused during their 48 hours in Havana, Cuba.
This Sunday on Winging It.
Can you just help direct a little bit?
One city, 48 hours, no plan.
At 38, I'm not going to learn how to dance.
I've rolled my own Cuban cigar in Cuba.
Havana, in a nutshell, is all about the street culture. So...
Winging It, every Sunday at 5 p.m. exclusively on Mnet, channel 101.
On The Voice this week, the battles are over and it's time for the knockouts. Now, in this round, each one of the talents prepares a song of their choice and rehearses one-on-one with their coach. On the night of the show, the coach calls their entire team onto the stage and reveals which talent will be paired against which. 2 by 2, each singer will perform their song, after which the coach decides who will stay and who will go from each pair. There are no steals and no saves. Now, whoever makes it through the knockouts will be singing for the public's vote in the live shows. And if it sounds intense, that's because it is. The Voice is on later today at 5:30 p.m.
The battles are over.
Now this is going to be something new and exciting.
They're knocking each other out.
But Kirby?
You don't know who you're going to go up against. It's very, very nerve-wracking.
There's no more saves or all that. It's now or never.
This is a knockout, basically, and performance-wise, she knocked him out.
This is going to be tough, guys.
I need to feel like you are actually giving the performance of your life.
Pick me. This is why you turned for me.
Catch the all-new Knockout Rounds this Sunday at 5:30, right here on Mnet Channel 101.
Do come back, because after the break, I tell you more about your 3 movies coming up tonight, and I catch up with actor, writer, director, and most importantly, host of The Voice SA, Ulungile Khatu. Welcome back. Your Sunday continues, and your classic Sunday night movie tonight is the action comedy Central Intelligence. Now, Dwayne Johnson brings the action and Kevin Hart brings the comedy as old high school buddies who team up to save America. Again, I didn't say the plot was realistic, but who cares? Stop letting reality get in the way of a good time. Central Intelligence is on at 8:05.
I need your skill set to save the entire free world. You ready?
No!
Sweet, let's go.
No, I said no!
I got a plan. Might get us both killed, but if it works, it'll be a totally boss story. Cool?
No. No, it's not cool.
Cool.
No, I said it's not cool.
We're the coolest kid in high school.
This is like a total transformation. We used to be Fat Robbie.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Whoa, 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 whoa! Never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
Now, because we're obsessed with movies, and we know that you are too, on Sundays, in addition to your classic Sunday night blockbuster, we bring you 2 more never-been-seen on TV before movie options. Now, if you don't feel like action comedy and you feel like action, at 8:30, we've got epic Ben Hur. This movie tells the story of a prince falsely accused of treason by his adopted brother, who is an officer in the Roman army. This is the 2016 version of Ben Hur, and it is the 5th film adaptation of the novel to be made since 1907, and it's on at 8:30 on Mnet Movies Premiere, Channel 104.
My family, they deserve justice for what's happened to them.
There is a way. In the arena, there is no law. Racing is a blood sport. If you lose, you die. If your brother is the pride of Rome, defeat him, and you'll defeat an empire. Then you will have your vengeance.
Should have stayed away.
You should have killed me.
I will.
Every Sunday night, along with epic blockbusters, we bring you an incredible foreign film on Mnet 101. Tonight's film is Coming Home, a moving, critically acclaimed Chinese drama. It was directed by the incredible Zhang Yimou, who made the epic House of Flying Daggers and Curse of the Golden Flower that starred the mesmerizing Gong Li, who is also in Coming Home. Now, you'll have to do some reading, but it's well worth it. Coming Home is on at 10:35 on Mnet 101 tonight.
Who are you? Who are you? Yes, sir! I'm home! Yes, sir! I'm here!
时代变了，录音室平反了，也是活着回来就好。
And today I have a special guest in studio with me. He's a creator, a director, an actor, and a presenter. And I got all of this from his Twitter bio. No idea how it fit in there. He's also the host of The Voice SA, Mr. Lungile Khatu. Welcome to the show, Poyam.
Thank you all so much, Donovan.
Now, what you don't have in your bio, right, which everybody I think wants to know, is the George Clooney look real? Or have you done some tricks there?
It's as real as it gets. You know, it's as real as it gets. Thank my daddy for it. You know, the genes were strong there. So, yeah.
I'm going to get straight into it, right? I'm going to get straight into it. The knockout rounds are coming up. Yeah. I want to know if it is as hectic as it sounds. Because that's a very hectic title, Knockout Round. Is it as hectic as it sounds?
Yeah, it's very hectic. Look, the guys are bringing in everything that they have, right? So it's let's say Team Khan comes on stage, all the guys have prepared their own songs. They don't know who they're battling, so it's right there, spontaneous, on the floor, on the day, you know? You go home, if you didn't make it, you make it to the next round if you did. As simple as that.
Do you have any favorites on the show?
Nah.
You see, the linger gave it away. There must be somebody at least.
I mean, I'm only human, right? Yeah. I can have an opinion about people's voices, and I can, you know, like a certain one, but in terms of favorites, no.
So you're happy you don't have to make these decisions, is what I'm saying?
I'm very happy. You know, I'm just out here. Well done, well done. So, coaches, who's it gonna be?
Here's the next question for you.
Yeah.
Are you a big series fan? I know you like movies. What about series?
Yeah, definitely. I just finished watching Suits, right? I loved it, everything about it. Right now I'm watching Billions. I'm getting into it. The Fixer is another one that I'm getting into.
Fixer is great.
Yeah, I was introduced to it by the wife.
Yeah.
You know, she loves it, and now I'm catching up on the seasons.
Now, since you're a fancy, talented presenter, I feel it's only right to let you lead us into the next link.
With pleasure.
Right? This is a big honor, by the way. I don't get many people to do this, but I know this is going to be dope, and out of respect. So please, take it away, Mr. Lungile Khadu.
No pressure, Don.
Doing our next link.
All right. So, Donovan Goliath is the country's next big thing. And as far as presenting goes, there's really no one who can top him. Okay, I see what's happening here, and that's enough. The show's almost over, but Donovan will now take you through a roundup of your coming week. Hope you can manage it.
Just before we say goodbye, here's a roundup of all of your highlights this week. On Monday, Powerless is on a broadcast break, and it will be back next week. On Tuesday, all of your Chicagos are back on your TV screens where they belong, and the city is finally back in working order. Thank you. That's Chicago Fire, not forgetting Chicago PD, and of course, Chicago Med. On Wednesday, Modern Family is still on a break, but it is great news for those of you who have missed Blue Bloods because it's back after a very long broadcast break. On Thursday, catch the animated film Ice Age Collision Course on Mnet Movies premiere. And then on Friday, watch the second episode of the 3rd season of Mozart in the Jungle. On Saturday, your 9:30 p.m. movie is Paradise Lost, starring Benicio del Toro. And tonight, we've got your great local lineup, starting with the guys winging it in Cuba at 5 p.m. That's followed by the knockout round starting today on The Voice South Africa. And then it's carte blanche, taking names and getting answers as always. Your Sunday night blockbuster is the Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson action comedy Central Intelligence. And later tonight, you can catch the acclaimed Chinese drama Coming Home. Don't forget that tonight you can kick back and relax and stop begging your kids to go to bed because tomorrow is a public holiday. And if you've just switched the TV on and realized you've missed the whole show, you can find it on Mnet's YouTube channel and Facebook page. It'll also be screened on Mnet Plus One channel 901 at 4:30 p.m. today. Please enjoy your public holiday tomorrow. I'm Donovan Goliath. I will see you guys back here on the 101 next week.